Welcome back to the White Whale 2.0 build. Get comfortable because this episode is long. We've combined weeks 6 and 7 because we get a lot done and we get that cab right back on the frame. Right now, the frame's just sitting on the fab table behind the cab, but stay tuned. First things first, this is a really important team meeting. We're discussing cutting off the front mid-frame, the last remaining part of frame.
I'm designing the front right now, and I'm like, this is a pain in the ass, and I'm making 2x6 box tube. I'm literally CAD designing 2x6 box tube with more steps right now.
I mean, there's still going to be a lot of trimming and shaping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
lot of things.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want Alex to have a panic attack. I don't want to make more work though. And I don't want me to have a panic attack. So, if anyone thinks this is more work instead of less,
I think it's the
I'm
same.
open to it.
I don't think it's more or less. I think it's the same.
Yeah. But is it better?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
That's on.
It's going to be stronger.
Well, as you can see, they decided it would be stronger, easier, and it would take about the same amount of time as plating and boxing our C-channel remaining frame. Thank you. Early on into week 6, we went to the Offroadexpo. This trip is meant to inspire all of us and jumpstart everyone's creativity and motivation. And it worked. This is another truck that Squints had worked on in the past. We call it Paul's truck. We even got to see Vivian, specifically one of the inspirations behind the build here. All right, now back to the build. The guys went to good old Harbor Freight and picked up a gantry. We needed the gantry to move the cab onto the new frame, and we ended up using it quite often.
Have room to lift it.
Once the gantry was assembled, Ian and Squints got right back to assembling the seat mounts and the center console. I also just want to add some more gratitude right in here. All these people you're looking at, watching, have dropped everything going on in their lives to help us rebuild the white whale. Everyone spent long days and weekends getting as much as done possible in a short amount of time. We are past our deadline now, and everyone knows it. We need to get back to work. Knowing that we're now past the original deadline and have surpassed any budget, everyone's putting in 110%.
That's cool. Oh.
Probably forward a little bit, I think. That's so cool.
That's so cool. Oh yeah, back to the turdy carpet. This came out of the extra cab. This is before shampoo. While letting the shampoo do its magic, I cleaned up the reed knuckles that happened to match my shirt and my gloves perfectly. If it's not obvious already, I do a lot of cleaning because I'm not very mechanically inclined. But I believe it all helps. Alex helped me spray rust inhibitor onto the extra cab cage, and I think it came out pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was, and now it'll be protected.
All right, here's the after. Black, not rust. Oh, fixing the door still. But clean carpet. Clean dash.
For some reason on this foggy morning, I replaced this door mechanism to open and close the extra cab and completely forgot to film.
All right.
What's going on here is that you see Ian using the gantry and Squints, Alex, and Kevin all using it to lift the frame off the fab table. Kevin's a good mutual friend of Ian and Alex that stopped by. It was good timing because we really could use that extra set of hands at this point. This was just for measurements, but I thought it was really cool looking with the sliders. And just a note, these two pieces of frame here and the sliders were only held together by one cross member right there. And there it is. There's our new mid-frame. Okay, quick note. Check out the front part. It's slightly shorter than the rear end.
Cool.
This will be on a quiz later. Here Ian's MIG welding the frames together. This is where the bed frame and the mid frame come together. Lining it all up for the big weld. That's the bed frame attaching to the mid frame. Watch me take over the wheel of the weekend grill with some lacy Swiss bacon avocado burgers. And back to welding this truck together.
I'm gonna put the cab on the frame, see if she fits, see how she fits, and I'm gonna measure for body mounts.
Dude, that pin is so hard to read. Yeah. I'd use a hammer.
Poke him in the eye.
Yeah. Suck it, nerd. 20/20 vision. How about 20 vision?
Now it's time to get the cab over to the new frame section. Gantry to the rescue. The body's now off the lift and it's floating on the gantry, ready to go over to the frame. Quiz time. Remember which end goes up front? Well, we didn't, so we completely welded it backwards and switched around. That's the back end in the front and the front end in the back. Right here is about where Ian realized this, and we all decided that it was worth taking apart and re-welding the right way. We also noticed he was on Instagram Live this whole time too, so there's a little bit more pressure to let's do it right. Much better. And really, I kept this part in here just to show that we're all human. We all make mistakes, and really, to me, it's all in the recovery, so making it right is really what matters. Oh yeah, time for body mounts. Time to get that body back on the frame. Ian spent some time in CAD designing these body mounts. Let's see how they come out. Hey, check it out. We made it to week 7. Now it's time for the front frame assembly and the final part of this whole frame. Here Ian's bending up the winch trays and some plates for the front frame.
Doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Fits.
It's the head is not straight.
These snow angels are soon to become our body mounts. Well, the butt brackets.
The cutouts in the table look like little snow angels.
I know, yeah.
Using a vise and some channel locks, the Wheel Every Weekend shop was able to make these custom mount brackets.
Right, but I just don't know. This is a hard shape to bend too. But this, in theory, like if you look at it, I guess I didn't line it up, but if you look at it straight on, these match up, and then this matches the bottom of the frame. Because I have the frame drawn in CAD, so I just drew these on the frame.
Can you?
That's pretty good. All right, well.
Yep.
I'm gonna be shocked if these actually work. Helicopter noises. The fuck was that? What?
I tried to make a helicopter noise.
Oh, that was that?
That was that.
Okay, that was bad. I will admit that. Oh, dude. Scalped by that. Yeah. It's about as close as it gets, I think.
Here we are taking the time to line the new mounts up with the cab and the frame and getting it all level and square. And then, as Ian and Brittany would say, burn it. Really, Alex and I have expectations of these body mounts lasting us another 50 plus years. So, and I'll just take another moment to add in some more gratitude here. I'm really grateful that the guys spent so much time on this frame and getting that cap back onto the frame so quickly.
Can you explain again what the paper is?
This is called CAD. It's cardboard aided design.
Oh, okay.
This is before we had computers. So I'm just making a panel. This will be all paneled for your shifter and your TK shifter handle. This bracket here is for basically like a hydraulic e-brake. It's plumbed in line so that you can lock the rear and do a front dig and basically spin the truck around pivoting off the back. So that mounts here. So I'm gonna make like a full template for every piece. Then I will transfer it over to sheet metal and I'll build the actual panels out of it.
Okay, nice.
Squints has been building race cars and race trucks for a while now, and this center console was his project. From start to finish, Alex and I really gave him creative freedom and told him kind of some parameters of what we needed, and he took over the rest, and I really, really am happy with how it came out.
Hold on, I'm putting my safety glasses on.
All right, just for fun, let's count the number of times they have to take the frame in and out just for measurements. Eventually it gets welded and bolted in permanently, but for now, it's in and out.
Yeah, no, none of those are real.
And of course, the whole thing's TIG welded.
Yeah, so it's probably
Beautifully.
real. I wouldn't worry about it. So it'll be that.
Might build a pedestal. I don't know.
You see that? We even have 4 USB charging ports, 2 on each one of those receptors. And that's the cutting brake there.
And then
The guys even surprised me with this feature. The clipboard.
Cool.
I love that. That's super custom.
I mostly love that it tucks under the seat like that, all protected.
I got it.
okay.
It's going back in.
One more time.
Jen?
Sneak peek of the interior. Alex and I getting comfy in the cab, setting it all up. The center console and seat mounting system will continue to evolve, so check it out in new episodes too as we go along. My clipboard, I love this.
Well, it should line up almost with that.
I was thinking.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Alex worked on this electrical box for weeks to try to protect our battery system and our electrical system. It's a utility box and it has our air compressor in it as well. It continues to evolve throughout the weeks as well, so you'll see it at the end. Ian had to draw out the front frame, and so he took measurements and finished connecting the front frame sections, and we were very excited to see it all come together. Then Ian started sending the files to get them cut. But simultaneous to the front frame section, Ian was also cutting out the side winch tray for our 8274 Warren winch.
That, you know what I'm doing? And then this guy goes like that,
Oh yeah.
and then it bends over and bends over. So it just like bends it a little bit.
Too, it seems like I can tell.
I really like it in the computer. So.
We all had little side projects going on because we didn't want to work on top of each other. So when one person was working inside, the other person, like this instance, was Alex rebuilding his axles and putting the knuckles together. So here's the truss all fully assembled and the truss added onto the front differential here. And then here's another example of a side project. Alex was always working on the electrical and wiring and plumbing. Dahmer was also doing his part. He was busy indoors watching YouTube. Ian worked into the night on the front frame. I was excited to see the raw materials being shaped into what we saw in CAD.
Let's move on to the XP Sam Bankman-Fried, not only in his book, but in recent interviews. In to keep your scheme afloat and pay off the things that you're already obligated. That's like the Sam Bankman-Fried, a socially awkward young man for the next empathy by the author, and Michael Orr, the socially awkward young
Fuck-ups, but nothing monumental.
Those are the original drawings.
Still time though.
And there's the original frame. It's really starting to come together for us.
I don't think I could.
This will be Frosty four-wheeler's front winch tray. Sometimes I wonder if the job could have been done without such a cool fab table. And after this last piece gets assembled, that means no more C-channel frame. We'll have a fully boxed frame, front to back. Now with the front frame all assembled and getting welded together, we can put the truck on axles and start working on the exhaust, wiring, plumbing, and a lot more. Next week, we'll be putting this design into CAD and designing a new B-pillar and weld it all and everything. Now we're on the home stretch. We're over halfway through. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss future episodes. Thanks for watching.
It'll be sick.